We are checking for safety today. Moon presently let me see Safemoon, and you know Safemoon Cash. No, it's not Safemoon. When all is said and done, someone will have won here. Moon really find it Safemoon if pretending to be someone else is the most honest way to try to get what you want. Moon should feel really honored to have a name that includes the word moon. You have a lot of hard work ahead of you to prove you're not a waste of everyone's time and money. Not since the second thing that happened to crypto dog images has the area looked so crazy. We should see if Safemoon can convince the skeptic. Reflection static prizes smooths out the benefits paid by the liquidity pool market. The problem it tries to solve is early financial backers selling their safe investments. Moon is keeping prices from going down and hurting later financial backers by setting up fixed prices based on trading volume in some held morning. People are encouraged to keep their Safemoon instead of selling them. I don't know how this work is decided by the flying drain under it and the normal cost crash that comes after it. LP buying increases the liquidity pool by making buyers and sellers pay for their tokens on every exchange. A good market needs a lot of liquidity, but this also helps keep prices stable. I understand the rule, but it seems like they are trying to steer a huge oil tanker with just a few small paddles. Plan consumes are less flexible than hand consumes. The destruction of coins has its own set of problems in the long run, but appearing to be deflationary is a must for digital currencies today. Having the group control that consumes will feature confirmation of the convention, or at least that's the theory. This seems like both the most random and the most decentralized way to do things. The Safemoon price prediction for 2023 to 2025 is pretty much the same as for any other cryptocurrency. Taking a look at BTC and ETH trends, there isn't enough Safemoon data to go on at this point. If Safemoon is to survive and thrive after a market recovery, it will do so on its own merits as a cryptocurrency. Even though Safemoon is an image coin, it's not really a world-changing innovation or a crucial piece of infrastructure. They're not showing off their team of smart people or bragging about how much money they have. For an image coin like Safemoon to succeed, it needs publicity, fans, and attention. These are different and new essentials. It's like how some tech companies are more interested in getting a piece of the pie than in being productive. For the typical boomer investor, focusing on cost-to-income ratios is a bad idea, but it's a sad fact of the current economy. This is a good question. The Safemoon convention is another sign that the world could probably live without the attention that comes from virtual entertainment today. The main goal, if this is what people are interested in, is to make everyone rich for free. I'm sorry to say this, but trying to get something from the universe for no reason will probably get you in trouble with the Baha'i. However, Safemoon is a pretty good token with some good-looking tokenomics. For example, the dev team burned all of their tokens, which makes a floor-covering pool or a dump less likely. The dev team also participates in the project like everyone else, adjusting their preferences to those of the more extreme participants. Safemoon is up against tough competition, but who's to say they won't be successful? Safemoon is another token with a very low price and a very large supply. This is not usually a problem, and here's why. Bitcoin as a whole has a supply of 21 million, but when did you last trade different BTC? Eventually, we'll give price estimates in Satoshis, of which there are 100 million for each BTC. This means that 21 million BTCX times 100 million Satoshis is 2.1 quadrillion units, which is twice a big part of Safemo, and tokenomics is spending tokens to make sure that every trade is empty. 10 is saved, 5% is sent to the liquidity pool, 2.5% is burned, and 2.5% is given to the holders. The basic rules of an organic market tell us that the less Safemoon tokens there are, the more they'll be worth. However, this is the chaotic universe, not a glorified college finance class. So SafeM01 needs to be able to handle complex situations. Long term, it's not enough for a project to keep destroying itself unless it's done right. It's like a snake eating its own tail. Safemoon has some great online entertainment details for a project that's only been around for a couple of months. It's clear that the world is paying attention because it says it's now moving at number 3 on the coin market cap. The other moving coins are Baby Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and Dogecoin. Nearly 1 million people follow Safemoon on Twitter. 260 Kelvin following on Reddit, 160 Kelvin on Message, and 74 Kelvin on Jerk, which is great for a new project. The content mostly promotes the Safemoon brand, but there are also updates to the guide and technical releases. As expected, there is a lot of patriotism about how Safemoon will storm the crypto palace and be number 1. The real Safemoon CTO seems to be a young man. Henry Wyatt has been a programmer for a long time. He made his own computer game through the Ken Foundation's HLW group, which had one of the biggest RuneScape-like sites of all time. He also works as a firefighter. Hank's experience with firefighting is a set of skills that could one day be useful in the crypto business. Jack Haynes is a British person who, like me, has a degree in music. This isn't the most useful degree for someone who works in innovation, and it turns out that programming houses used to hire more language and music graduates than math graduates. It's amazing how many struggling performers went on to become famous. Tech heads, he's young and doesn't have a lot of business experience, but that hasn't held him back. The group is not crypto. Eminence, there aren't any famous tech names associated with Safemoon, but they've done a lot in a short amount of time. I noticed that they always pursued responsibility in WAC 2021, which suggests that this group didn't grow on its own. It seems to have been made for a specific purpose, which could be to send Safemoon to the moon. Based on the facts and debate, the price of a Safemoon token in 2025 could be in the $less range. This is a long-term, sensible estimate. Safemoon price prediction for 2030. There are a few laws of human progress that make it hard to believe that Safemoon will be what its owners expect and trust it to be. These laws are the first-mover advantage and the resulting infrastructure limitations. A first-mover advantage is basically when a company is in a better position than its competitors because it was the first to show off a new product. When one company or group controls all or almost all of the market for a certain type of product or service, this is called classification syndication. Both of the things we mentioned above support Dogecoin, and we don't think that will change in the mid and long term. Is Safemoon worth investing in?